weather.
Welcome back. So looking out, just some clear skies, nighttime very calm here throughout the region. Everyone really just experiencing some cooler weather. We'll see temperatures continue to drop throughout the region now, falling from the 50s into the 40s throughout much of our area. Still 49 Corning, 54 throughout Tioga and Mansfield, but along Route 6, 47 in Wellsboro, 46 Germania, up to the northeast, Ithaca and Cortland both sitting at 48. We're likely to get down into the high 40s if we're not there already. Some places maybe even the mid 40s. Those lower valleys, a lot of cold air just creeping in and making itself at home this evening as that air is very dry and it allows for these cooler conditions throughout the region. Dew points 44 Elmira, 43 Buffalo, 48 in Albany, even colder and up in Vermont with a dew point down to 37 in Burlington. So very dry throughout much of the Northeast, and that stretches into the Midwest as well. Satellite and radar showing not very much at all, aside from just a few passing clouds throughout much of the Empire State, really just pushing off Lake Ontario to the east, and overall just very little light cloud cover throughout some parts of the region. Maybe Tompkins County, Tioga County, Pennsylvania had a few. Now we're still sitting with mainly clear skies throughout the region. Now, as the hours go by on our Monday, we're going to see maybe a few light showers come in late morning, but for the most part, most of it coming around in the afternoon. We can see a lot of these pushing in from the west, from the northwest, continuing to travel to the southeast. And notice there are going to be a couple of light downpours here. Mostly is going to be brief in nature, but they absolutely can come in. And mainly the time that we're going to be seeing these early afternoon into the evening. A couple places like in the northern tier are going to see some showers fall after sunset, but around midnight things calm down, things taper off, and we'll have a very quiet evening ahead of us. A little bit of a warmer evening too, not quite as cold as what we're seeing here today, or at least into tonight. We are going to see some wind gusts potentially get up to the 20-mile-per-hour mark or just right below it, and that's mainly going to happen 3 to 5 p.m., the target time perhaps as early as 11 o'clock. We might see some gusts around the 15-mile-per-hour mark, but we're not likely to exceed the 20-mile-per-hour mark moving forward. And temperature-wise, we're going to be sitting around the 70s for tomorrow. We'll see again for our Monday, nothing too crazy. But then we get into Tuesday, maybe some mid-70s. So we'll see a little bit more of a warm-up. But something that we can look forward to, evenings are going to be much cooler. We're not going to be seeing 40 degrees here in the evenings for a couple of days. We'll have our lows back down into the 50s. And our precipitation chances increasing significantly once we get to 2 o'clock and staying high throughout much of the afternoon and evening hours. In terms of what we can expect, really not too much, mainly around 1/4 inch, a 1/2 inch for localized heavier downpours. We have a 60% chance of rain for tomorrow. And for our 5-degree guarantee, we forecast a high of 69, the actual high from the Elmira Corning Regional Airport, 68. Tonight we're down to 47, perhaps a little bit lower in spots, 73 for tomorrow, and the 7-day shows significant warm-ups coming, 80s throughout much of next week into the weekend with plenty of sunshine, perhaps a few more clouds coming around for the weekend.